to come to see world music concerts. I don't know what's the reason, but while I was a student, because I also graduated at ethnomusicology department in Belgrade, I was, and my friends also, my colleagues, we were young and we were really curious and interested in any kind of event. If that is some symposium, scholar symposium, or it's some, I don't know, concerts of some world music artist, we will be there. I still remember the Taraf, the Haiduks concert in 2000, maybe one. We were so eager to go there and to listen to this wonderful Romanian band. But I don't know what happened through the years. Are the young people now different, maybe, 20 years ago? So I am confused with the fact that I don't see any face, you know, any young face of some student of ethnomusicology. And it's totally crazy for me, because I think that if someone is studying ethnomusicology, it's not only about traditional music of Serbia and only about some scientific works. It's also about to be open to any kind of, any other cultures outside of Serbia, and not only traditional cultures, but also some fusions that are, of course, the part of world music scene. So that's why I want now to mention that only that side activity that Jambor Gushev had at the academy, at the Faculty of Music, and it was really powerful. Students were really delighted, and I'm very proud on that small event. Besides, in Novi Sad, also we had one wonderful meeting with with members of the band. It's French-Moroccan band Bubble Blues. They had a kind of workshop session with the musicians, local musicians from Novi Sad. It was really wonderful. Of course, we already all of these things we recorded and did some photos. So, yeah, and maybe about the plans. Of course, what is next for us to do? We will update our portfolio. The portfolio is really important thing for this project, because portfolio, what is portfolio? I mean, in this project, you put there, each partner puts their bands that he proposes that should be invited to play somewhere else. And portfolio is important because it's, you know, it helps for one scene, especially if that scene is underrepresented, like Serbian, of course, is. It helps that scene to be more visible. So, okay, Shurbe, of course, he knows very well about the Serbian world music scene, but maybe Dushan doesn't know too much about what there is on Serbian scene. So that portfolio also helps our partners to realize what is happening currently on our scene. And now, of course, we did that portfolio already, but it's necessary also to update it from time to time. Yeah. Is it okay? Enough? For now? I mean, I like talking, so maybe it's nice to stop.
Hello everyone, my name is Dushan Sviba. I'm from Czech Republic. I work as a booking agent at the Earth Music Agency. I represent some artists from Balkan countries also, so I a little bit know something about Serbian, but definitely not all. And I work also with artists with other parts of the world, like from Australia, USA, of course, Europe, and of course also the Czech artists. Let's say, and the agency started to work as a really like a world music. We did only world music, but today it's more genre spread wider. Beside this, I'm also promoter of a concert series in Prague, which is focused on a little bit narrow genres like a Scottish, Irish, so-called Celtic music, and Americana. That's like from the practical reason, because when I decided to make the concerts, I was clear that it makes no sense to compete with other world music promoters in Prague, and because I love also this music, and nobody was putting the effort to this music in Czech Republic of Prague at the times. So I decided about this. And my third point is the festival color meeting, which next year we will celebrate 20th anniversary. Also, on the beginning there was just world music, but today it's also about other genres, not a mainstream rock pop, but world music is still there, like maybe 30%. But it's also some electronic, hip hop, alternative rock, jazz, Americana, country. This something like this. The festival is it's not a big festival. It's like a 1,000 capacity per day. We have 2 stages, one like an open air and one small in chapiteau tent, which is for like a smaller artist, duos, acoustic projects, but also in the night electronic or hip hop is going there. Together it's like 18 slots per 2 days, 18 artists per 2 days, plus 4 or 5 theater, plus some workshops for children mainly. We try to focus on the beginning, almost like to make the festival for families to come at the times 2003, 4, 5. That was not very common, but today I think all the festivals have these stages or programming. But we have theaters for children and workshop for children, so parents can go. I don't want to say drink, but sometimes they do. But to go for concerts and children are at the theaters and so on. What to say more? We decided to join this project because it was like for us interesting idea to join the other festivals, which a lot of the people from them I know already long years. So we had also the personal contacts, but it was good for us, to teach, to learn new things, how other people, how other festivals, promoters do the things, and also because till now we didn't did much of things like the workshops for artists, residencies, and these things. So we would like to make more opportunities for our audience, for artists, and so. So it's really like I'm happy to join the project because of these things. to be part. Uh, that's probably from me. Oh, thank you.
This is working. Yeah. Hi, I'm Kostadin Shurbanovski. They call me Shurbe, even they put my nickname here. I'm the director of Skopje Jazz Festival. We are doing 2 festivals through the year. One, the bigger one, and with a longer tradition, is called Skopje Jazz Festival for 41 years. The second one is Off-Fest, more world music, but even wider than world music. We had the biggest world music stars, but as well some bands we like Spiritualize, Mercury Rev, Patti Smith, even David Byrne, which is partly world music. But the idea of the festival is to present the music we like, and hopefully the audience will like. Mainly world music, of course, and we get into this project very happy because first all of the people who are involved, all of the festivals are very experienced and very knowledgeable about music, especially world music. To give you an example, we booked for this year of Fest Maria Mazzotta before we saw that Maria Mazzotta is part of the Italian Musica Strada festival portfolio. So then we knew that we are in the right company with the right people who know what they do. We are also very happy, not because we get money from EU, but also happy to get opportunity to get much deeper into some music that we usually didn't was out of our focus. Let's say we didn't know much about Slovakia music. We didn't have any band from Slovakia, even from Czech Republic, I don't remember, from Poland. So there are kind of musical scenes that are, I don't know why, not so actual, or not so popular in this region. Of course, we booked African, Brazilian stuff and some European stuff that are, let's say, popular, but we rarely get into these scenes that are really interesting. Looking into those portfolios, we found very interesting bands that we are going to book and present to our audience in Macedonia. So I don't know what to say more. That's it.
Okay, then I will say a little bit more about our festival. It's called Trefmann Festival. This is the booklet of last year. It's quite a big one. It was the 51st edition. So we started in 1970. We skipped two years, 2021. It was started by a folk artist, sculptor also in 1970. He started to organize concerts on those beer crates in the center of Ghent, and it was a hippie movement. It was quite rebellious, but it grew out to be a huge city festival. So Trefmann is his organization. It's what he created, but now it's part of we call it the Gentse Feesten. It's the Ghent festivities. So it grew out to be a huge city festival. Last year we had over 1.5 million people during 10 days. But Trefmann Festival, what I'm working for, it is still the core, it's the soul of the whole city festival. So it's 10 days, we have 8 stages, we have one big stage for 5,000-6,000 people. It's all for free. In the park we have 4 smaller stages. Good thing is that we don't have to put big names or known names on stage, which is great because we can introduce a lot of artists. We can put a band which has a great energy on stage. In the beginning people will say, what is this? After 2 songs people will keep coming, and by the end of the concert everybody will go crazy. So what we do, in 2000, last year, we presented Fulton, Macedonian band. Some of you might know. Just to see. So what we did, this was Fulton. About those three activities, I was talking about. So we had we have a collaboration with a local radio. We did a small live session on a local radio. That was during the day on a smelly square of the drinking the night before. So they started quite small. The same day in the evening they played at a smaller stage in the park where they made the people go crazy. And then the next day they played at the big stage in front, just before our closing concert. And they really had a nice show. And I think that's what we want to do with this project, introduce a band and try to introduce them into different audiences, towards different audiences on different places, not to have just a one-off concert. I agree with Shurbe that in a lot of world music festivals in Belgium, there's a lot of big focus on African music, Latin American music, but we don't know our musical diversity in Europe, and that's what this project is also about. We want to present certain countries which are less known, and this gives us the opportunity. Another thing that we, particularly in Ghent, we have a few big minorities, Turkish, Slovakian, Bulgarian now. We try to connect to those minorities also. Next summer we will present a Slovakian band and work together with, this is also part of those extra activities. We will present their concert, but next to that they will work together with some local artists also, of Slovakian and also of non-Slovakian origin. We'll do the same with a Polish band. And in the end, this Sounds of Europe, I think it's, as some of you said, it's a nice get-together. It's nice festivals. We would like to expand it even more, maybe in the future to have the whole of Europe represented. That would be amazing. But it's a great network, and our focus is also to make this network even stronger, also to be able to work on ecological touring, to make nice tours that are efficient, so again, not to bring a band over and have them fly back, but to go from Italy from Musica Strada to France to Aux Heures d'été to Belgium, for example, in one go, and have those extra activities in between. So that's about the first part. Before we go to that capacity building, maybe if anybody has a question, maybe it's the time. Yes. Maybe you.
I was just wondering, because you guys represent different festivals in different countries. The project is about unity. So will there be some sort of a platform where artists might apply for the whole program, or they individually have to contact each festival?
I think in this case it's about the festivals that make those portfolios that include bands that they think that are interesting. That doesn't mean that you cannot contact the festivals present in the network directly to the foreign festival or to us. I mean, it's free. But and also what I want to add, those portfolios, they're a starting point. So those are internal documents. We share them among us. It's a starting point, so people can choose from those portfolios, or they can get into direct communication with the festivals and maybe suggest other things. Or it's a starting point, so it's not limited.
I would just maybe add the portfolio works as the recommendation from the local festival from each country to other festivals, other partners, and it's not fixed for all the project, but it can be changed, and it can be added another names. So it's yeah, but it's not like any application that doesn't work like this.
But what I want to add, you're from Bulgaria, right? Because our portfolios are focused on the local artists, so we have a lot of music in our countries, and it's good to present them in portfolios. So I don't think it's a possibility to put a band from other country, right? So,
I don't think so.
no, no. So maybe in the second part of the project, we hope we will get support from EU. Maybe we will have a partner from Bulgaria. Why not? In the meantime, yeah. Why don't you become Macedonian?
Well, there you go. Make the proposal. Okay. As I mentioned before, a big part of the project is also around capacity building towards artists, towards cultural workers. Maybe people can give suggestions, can give questions of what the needs are in their certain sector, in their certain region, in the area they work in. And as I was saying already, there's some suggestions can be around the productional side of music, the promotional side of music. It can be around touring, it can be around festival organizing, ecology, even setting up Creative Europe projects. So we have the network of those partners, we have the expertise, and if we don't have them, we have networks in our own countries with a lot of experts we are able to bring to other places towards you. So any suggestions are welcome, questions, anything. So everything is working perfectly, we don't need to do this. Okay. Well, I don't know, we still have 10 minutes.
No, I just want to add that in terms of capacity building, it really can differ from country to country, and there are so many, as Jan mentioned, there are so many sections in that way, in that sense. Well, I think no matter how each of us, like, okay, we are from that organizational team from Serbia, but no matter how we know something or some of our colleagues are experts in the field, these projects are really opportunity to upgrade your knowledge and to learn more in the field that you are an expert. So, of course, what we are thinking already is about these also residencies, and how can someone, if we propose some professional from Serbia to go somewhere, how will he benefit from it, and how we also can benefit as festival from that person who will go somewhere and learn something about organization of some festival in Belgium or in any other country that is part of the project, about the organization, about the promotion. There are so many aspects in terms of festival organization. So I think there are so many things that someone can really learn and upgrade his knowledge and become a better professional also.
Yeah, I also want to add that this is also a good opportunity not only to know something more about music that is not usually in our focus, like I said before, but also to present music from your country to other festivals that are part of the project, which is very important because all of us are very experienced in this business. We know the local music very good, so we are practically the perfect people who knows which music, which band is good to go to other places. So okay, Serbia, Ring booked Peria and Jumbo, of course. Everybody is very interested in Jumbo, of course, but there are a lot of music that should be explored in our portfolio, so that's a good opportunity as well.
And I think the recommendation works not only on the artistic level, but also the professional level, because we know each other, the artists from our country, and so we know if they are able to work on professional level. So which can be sometimes the band is great, but sometimes you recognize that they are not able to go somewhere and do. So this recommendation works also like this, that really know we like a little bit like a guarantee the other partners that the band is really able to tour and so on. And I would also add to the previous topic about the capacity building. It's very actually a very hot topic, let's say, for us just now, because when we joined the project, we were working. The team was like a team of volunteers. It works still now, like the volunteers doing on the festival, but it was like even the production before the festival and during all the year preparation. But in the last year, our team disappeared, and so for us it's now almost the whole team of the volunteers. For us it's just now like to change the system of the working of the festival, like make it a little bit more on professional level, which is great. Sometimes it's sometimes very often it's the problem of the money, how to pay the people, because if it's a small festival, it's not the job for like a full-time job, and it's difficult to pay somebody who's working just like, let's say, half time job or even less, but you need somebody to make the work, and without the money it's difficult. So so for the festival, for our festival, for Color Meeting now, it's a literally great occasion, like to change the system of working the festival on this level, and yeah, that's really like a great thing for us, like to change and to go forward.
Just to add, interesting problems you mentioned. Is Czech Republic also in the Balkans?
Not the Balkans, but it's Eastern Europe, Central Eastern Europe. So I think the problems are really much similar.
But the shape also of those capacity building sessions, it can vary. It can be workshops, it can be lectures, presentations like today, can be one-on-one career development sessions, it can be speed meetings. I think it's up to us to look what are the needs in the different countries and to give an answer to that. But if there's no more questions, I think we will conclude here.
Maybe we can ask them something.
But okay, yes.
How do you enjoy your time in Europe's capital of kitsch? Good?
We haven't seen that much of the kitsch. I mean, the cafe is not like
You use taxi all the time, it seems. Just to walk through the center of the city and you will see a lot of kitsch.
I saw some examples, but I have a sprained ankle, so I can barely move, so I'm just hearing the tales.
Good. I mean, it's not good, but good in Skopje.
Maybe a question for you. As far as I understood, the main idea of the project is the collaboration between different festivals, and based on your teamwork, like bringing more and more artists from each country, like giving them more stage and representation.
as I started in the beginning, I think we have a shared vision and our shared artistic vision. I think that's what Shurbe also said about Maria Mazzotta. He said, yes, because it was in the portfolio afterwards of Italy, we're on the same level on that side. On the other side, we are totally not. I mean, I don't know if you know some of those festivals. Some of them are quite small. You mentioned 1,000 people a day. If you compare that to Ziget, I don't know at what capacity they are. Some of them are more focused on intimate music, sitting audiences inside. Some of them are outside, big stages, party music. So it's up to us to find a balance in that. And in those portfolios also, we try to present a range of bands that appeal to those different audiences and the different contexts. And in terms of ways of working, I think there's also big differences. Some of them are huge companies. I don't know if any of them are linked to state. I don't think so. They're all independent. I don't know. We got together 2 times till now. We got together first time in Brussels, second time at Womex. It works fine, but it is a work in progress. Anyway, it is the start. As I said, it's only half a year that we started this project, and we will and we shall grow together in the project and get closer together. Yes. Where are you from? Maybe Shurbe, you can, the situation here.
Yeah, you can apply for work for the festival, and we can see if we can do something about it. But yeah, the question is good. First step is volunteering, of course. That's how you have a picture of how things are going on in this field.
But I think it's maybe similar in every country. I mean, Taxirat, I think they also started from really small, local based, and it's a question of growing. Our festival also in 1970, one initiative, one person who has a will, a motivation. It starts from that and continue. It's something we were talking about today also, but in the scope of those European projects, with any subvention, it's about persistence. For my previous organization, I worked for Zephyrus, a record label. I'm still involved with that, but we applied for funding from 2006. In 2009, we got the first funding, and then we grew. But the same thing with this. It was the second attempt, which is quite fast in a way, but and the second attempt we were lucky. So it's about persistence in getting subventions and organizing your thing, what you want to do. Okay, I think we have to, sorry?
That's it, huh?
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, PIN Conference, login, and enjoy the next few days. Thank you.